No. That's the way I wanted Oh my, this thing just come on my head. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. And I've got beautiful people all the way from an awesome organization, a non-governmental organization. We're talking about GIA, Igniting Africa globally. That's what we're doing right now. And so they've been shaking off a lot of stuff in Africa, helping people out, especially ladies, women, daughters, ladies, so many things, because we have to stand up. If we can't do stuff for ourselves, then who's gonna do stuff for us? And I'm thanking God for GIA, going beyond the Niger boundaries, outside Nigeria, and trying to help Africans globally, putting a smile on people's faces. And I think that is an awesome thing to do. So ladies and gentlemen, I've got with me the chief officer,
chief creative
wait,
officer.
Let me hype till they continue. The chief officer, the chief creative officer, the creative officer chief.
Oh wow.
I was talking about Faye Kemi. She is around right now. I know she doesn't really like using Faye Kemi. Well, I'm used to saying Faye Kemi, no vex. You know how it is. And I've got other GIA ambassadors with me. Some months ago, it was everywhere, papers, online, and people were talking about it. Shine just got this ambassadorship and all that, And my phone was buzzing, Twitter was going crazy, everything was just like my emails, and everybody was like, congratulations, so what's GIA? Yeah, so finally, you get to know a lot about GIA and what we are all about. Yes, I read GIA, that's what we're talking about right here. And I've got my fellow ambassadors in the building. I've got the one and only Aduni. Now, if you do not know Aduni, then you're on a long thing. So your screens, she's always there all up in your face, showing us her talent. Okay, Aduni is in the building.
Hello.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yes. And I've got this awesome young man, as in fact, two of us were cataracts. I've got the one and only Mr. Nigeria 2014, aka if Mr. Ward kicks the bucket, then he's gonna be the new Mr. Ward, just saying. So but we're not praying for that, we're just saying if anything happens to him, if he says, oh, I'm tired, I don't know what to do, so it goes up to Emmanuel.
Hello, Shine. How you doing?
How are you doing?
We rep GIA. This is the GIA team.
Yes.
GIA,
ambassadors. We're short of one person. Where is she?
Chardell. She's going to be joining us on the phone. She's in Jamaica right now, repping GIA from Jamaica.
Yay!
Maybe she would call us like she's in a bikini in the beach, and she's like, hey.
She was actually at the
what's
beach
up?
area
Oh, can you
today.
imagine?
Cool.
Can you
We're
imagine?
here.
So we're
We're
jealous. You
jealous.
understand?
Wow, you have to rub that in.
I'm telling you, not fair at all. So, Faye Kemi, but first of all, please do not forget you can watch us live on television, Star Times channel 196, Star Times channel 196, and also Wazobia on Star Times channel 195. Then do not forget you can also check us out online for those of you not in Nigeria. It is www.coolfm.ng. Go to our website, click on watch live or listen live, and hey, you're through. But better still, you can still call us up on 012710969, 012711969, 012712969, and 012713969. That's what's up. So Faye, tell us about GIA.
GIA, well, it's like you said, globally igniting Africa, and we strongly believe in this organization helping from the grassroots to, I guess, all over the world, globally, as its name implies, that we are going to be igniting Africa. We are going to help, as little as it may seem, we are going to be igniting Africa. And it really focuses on helping young women gain their confidence, be who they've been destined to be. Don't shy away from what God has called you to be, and just go out there, explore, do whatever you want to do. I don't know how, I guess how recent this is, but in Africa, you're really not taught. by coincidence or by however way we live, people do not own up to what they truly, their full potential in life. So GIA is there to be that self-booster, that confidence, and that's that organization that tells you you can do it, you can achieve your dreams.
Sorry. See, help me tell the guy downstairs that you turn it off. Yes, it mistakenly. This thing has been acting out recently. Just help me tell him that he should pause it. And
Happy to be a part of an organization that shows such positivity for young girls that helps them become and help them realize who they were meant to be. So, in a nutshell, that's what GIA is for, and it stands for.
okay, so I'm going to be going back to you more on GIA, but I know Emmanuel's got some rehearsal, some secret movie that he's going to be doing, and stuff. So before you rush off, Emmanuel, so tell me, how do you feel? Being a part of GIA. I know right from the time you've always had this passion to help, the helpless, and to do, to do things, have your own NGO and stuff like that. And now you're working together with GIA. And not just that, you're also the newest ambassador for GIA, the celebrity ambassador. So how do you feel?
It's a great privilege being part of such an amazing organization. Right from the first time I heard about them, I picked great interest, and I have this passion for helping out young people and doing a lot of stuff, especially things that involves women confidence and all of that, and especially domestic violence is a field that I really am very passionate about, because I believe that's one of the things that actually kills down confidence in women a lot. And I figured out, it comes from women a lot when it comes to domestic violence, but when a man actually gets involved in it, then women are actually listening. Because I believe when a woman to woman get into a conversation, there's more of a jealousy kind of thing in it. She's like, oh, do you really, why are you're telling me to leave that relationship because you don't even have a relationship, so what kind of a man? But when it comes from a man, and a man that actually has a reputation like a desirable man, it actually feels like, oh wow, if this guy is telling me I shouldn't be in a relationship, then I think I shouldn't really be, that I actually should get some confidence to get out of things like that. So those are one of the reasons that those are some of the things that I love to do, and in collaboration with GIA, when it came on board and we spoke, and I was very interested in being part of it, because I know these are one of the things that they're actually very passionate about, not just as domestic violence, but generally empowering women and young people as a whole. So it's a great honor, it's a great privilege. I'm working on setting up my own foundation, which is already in place. It's just about launching it very soon. But before you actually get into yours, it's always good to learn about how certain things work, and that's one of the things that I'm enjoying being part of GIA. To learn and know how these things work, so that I can always pick one or two things from them when I would be also working, doing things with my own organization. So it's a learning experience. It's a great team of people, lovely set of people, lively people. I just met Faye Kemi for the first time, and she wasn't short of what I actually thought she was gonna be. She's very pretty in person.
Thank you.
But she sounds like an 8-year-old of the phone.
Yes, she does. She actually does. But she's very lively, and it's a very. I met Aduni also, and Shine. This one, I don't know what's How did she enter this? How do you even put this kind of girl in this organization?
Who are you?
Shine is a lovely person. She's an amazing girl. She's been very supportive, and then it's a great team of people. I've never met Chandel, but I'm hoping to meet her soon with one of our events that are coming up in December. So definitely there are a lot of stuff that GIA is planning, and
we're going to be talking about that event very very soon. You're going to update us about this event, because I know yearly GIA we always have this yearly event in different parts of the world, empowering and talking to people that this is what we're doing, this is what we're about. And I know GIA was really really active for Bring Back Our Girls, especially outside Nigeria. I saw a lot of things GIA was doing, and I was really impressed. I was like, finally, let's talk. So much, the care box, everything, giving food, clothing, things to people, people that we do not even know, just because of the love, to put that smile on your faces, and I think it's a beautiful thing.
Personally, awesome I feel like in life you never go wrong helping people. You never go wrong. Whether you're close to them or you don't, you never go wrong. And then that's one of the reasons why I am part of them and I do what I do. Because they have this amazing. You can see it's a passion that they have for helping people. And
it's now we have.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Thank you. It's a passion that they have. So I've joined them. So it's now we all have. So the passion. You can imagine that passion. Passion plus passion plus passion.
Yes, it's now a joint passion.
The passion is too powerful. Yeah. So we're doing a lot of stuff. And we can't do all, but the little that we
can do before God says end of world. At least we've done our part. Alright, thank you so much, Emmanuel. I know you're rushing off, so no problem. But bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be leaving you in safe hands, don't worry. This wonderful people are going to keep you entertained and tell you a lot more about GIA. So I'm sorry I have to.
No, it's okay.
I miss you guys.
I swear you're Mr. Nigeria. Charming.
I'll see you guys. Keep the people entertained. Anyway, Faye came is here. I know she will. I didn't to kill them. She said that. Can they see us?
Yes.
You guys, can you see how beautiful this?
Look at your.
Are we still online?
We're still online.
Guys,
we're still live on.
Can you imagine? I'm like the only man in the midst of this beautiful day.
Aren't you lucky, or should we call you blessed?
As in, not lucky, I'm blessed. Because this one is beyond luck. It is blessed. So I'm keeping you in safe hands. If you can see them, you see how beautiful they are. You know what I mean?
Alright guys, we go on a short musical break and we will be right back. It's all about GIA. Thank you.
Alright, bye. You're forgetting yourself.
The tag. Where my tag?
Easy. It is 96.9 CoolFM. 54 minutes gone past the hour of 2 p.m. and I still got my pips. We all repping GIA, baby. We got Aduni in the building right now. Yep. Emmanuel just said his bit, so he's in a hurry. So in the meantime, it's just gonna be just us girls. That's what we're talking about. So what's up, Aduni? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Shane?
I'm doing great, man. The funny thing is, I am actually starstruck because this is my first time really, like sitting close to Aduni. Usually you just see on the TV screen and you're like, but now I'm like sitting down and we're hugging. I know you're jealous of me now because of you watching, but no problem. All right, so Aduni, how do you feel? Like, how's it been with GIA?
Great. I was really shocked when I was approached. I just live my life as easygoing, and I'm always, very touched or moved in helping people, not even women alone, anybody. I remember saying at one point in time that, if I get to the level where I want to get to, that I'm the kind of person, if I see a homeless person or someone on the road, I don't mind just picking you up and getting you home and just keeping you there. And I remember saying it to someone, and the response was like, that's a lie, can't do it. That's all what you're saying now, but when the fame comes, it's not gonna happen. But I let that person understand that, I was raised where I've tasted both sides of life, being able to struggle and then living in a comfortable situation. So, fame, wealth, all that does not faze me. I do everything from my heart, and I'm very emotional. I'm a very touchy person, and just being able to assist, our women, youth, children, it's a very touching thing for me. Very, very touching thing for me. So, being.
I can feel that. I can feel it actually. I'm feeling it. It's beautiful.
I'm a very dedicated person. If I'm not gonna do something, if I'm not gonna enjoy what I'm doing, you will never see me there. So anything that you see me do or be part of is because I enjoy doing it and I'm passionate about it. So being with GIA it's a great thing, and I'm excited, and it can only get better.
Yes,
for us. Just come together and do whatever we can for our people.
I'm very emotional now.
Like I just even wanted to keep on talking because I'm like, oh yeah,
yeah,
like all that. Yes. Now back to Fake me. Like I like harassing her, and she knows that. It's because I've missed her. But yes, this is my turf, and I'll harass you whether you like it or not. Yes. So how did you become a chief creative officer?
Well, it's you want to harass me, but I'll give you the lowdown or how it all.
Oh, she's gotta give me the lowdown now.
everything.
She's gotta give me the lowdown now. Huh?
One thing I have to pride GIA for is the progress it's made in only less than 3 years. We're just going to be 3 years this December. It was founded and started in 2011. I joined maybe 4 or 5 months right after that, and my promotion or my involvement with GIA has truly progressed. I really started off as a director of events. I'm passionate about event planning. In my own personal life, I'm an event planner, extraordinaire, if I have to put that on there.
What you do on Instagram.
So I was director of events, very involved with every event that GIA does, including our little programs, our big programs, whatever it was, no matter how small or big it was. And you know, as time progressed, I also became the manager for PR. Everything that had to do with press release statements, anything that had to do with how BGIA looked. At the point it used to be BGIA, Black Girls Ignite Africa. It's now globally igniting Africa. So sometimes I might catch myself saying BGIA because I said that for like 20.5 years. Okay, but at that time for BGIA, I used to plan every type of event, small mentoring programs, even the care boxes that you mentioned earlier. So from time to time I will get promotion, just like any organization, you know, within 6 months or a year, depending on how the head board of directors or the chief executive officer, Abby Oshoba, you know, had felt like we had
Shout out
done.
to Abby.
Shout out to Abby.
Listening to us right now. Unfortunately, you can't be here, but you know we are
We're
representing.
representing for her
Okay.
experience, and we love you. We're sending you love and kisses from Canada. So I was then asked that based on the amount of work and dedication and everything that I've done for GIA in those short little while, I want to say maybe 2.5 years, that I was being promoted to the executive board. I was like, no, hold up, wait, 2 fingers snap, no. But I was really, just like Adoni and Emmanuel had said, very honored. Because I believe to whom much is given, you know, much is expected, much is given. And did I say that?
Yeah.
The opposite way. Much is expected.
But we
understand.
Okay, you get me. Okay, all right.
Okay, so now let's go to GIA. Yeah, the mentoring program. I know I can't ask and say how many lives has GIA touched. I know it's a lot of lives. It's uncountable, and GIA is still doing more. But the mentoring program, like how if you want people to, is it that people mentor young ones, like people sign up to say, okay, I want to mentor these people, or is it like there's like a workshop now, and it's okay, today we're talking about being successful, and then you get someone who does this mentoring successful thing, and then people sign up and then they listen, you know, and stuff like that. Tell us how.
So with the mentoring program, I'm extremely passionate about that cause actually, because with the mentoring program, it's kind of like bits and pieces of what you said, where we do have online at www.gianow.org.
Okay, you can mentor online?
You could actually go ahead and sign up to be one of the mentors.
Okay.
Of course, there are steps that we take to ensure that you are in that, you know, that you're capable of being a mentor. Most of the time, we have people sign up to be mentees. And we're very passionate about both, because, you know, if you wanted to be a mentor or a mentee, because in either way, they're both empowering both the mentor and the mentee. Now, with the GIA mentoring program, we have programs where we actually mentor young girls. And for example, last year we had a program where we had people who were doing well in their fields, like how they became whatever the profession that they're currently in, how they can encourage young people to be a part of that, their success story, how they rose from whatever challenges that they faced and how they've been doing well. So we have programs like that. We also have the back to school program, which also is a part of the mentoring program, which helps girls or even young people. I wouldn't even say girls only, because we give some backpacks to boys too, where they actually are encouraged to go to school.
Okay, tell us about the back to school program.
Well, the back to school program is pretty much like us supporting the fundamental, I think it's a human rights. Not even think, no, for sure, that everyone should be educated, because, you know, if you're not educated, you're absolutely ignorant, and ignorant is actually more expensive than, you know, education, than not being educated. So with the back to school, we do a little bit, you know, we pack the actual bag, you know, during usually backpacks for August. The recipient last year was, this year too. Last year was the Abuja kids, and then this year I have to think.
Okay, so for the backpack program, it's different states.
Well, yeah, it could be
okay,
anywhere.
So but it's not just
it moves.
It's globally.
Right.
You guys give some kids backpacks. Kids in Abuja, and then some kids also in America.
Yes.
Those that don't, you know, we know that. Look, it happens everywhere. There are kids in
God,
America that you know exactly. Not,
yes,
you know. So no, I'm not surprised because
not you, but you know, everybody wants to. They hurry up and leave their own country.
Yeah, they think what they see on the movies is actually
reality.
You know, because there are a lot of people in America that don't go to school. They don't have the
they don't have the drive to go to school. They're quick to quit.
Yes, yeah.
They don't see the need for education.
Mentoring is across the board. It's not just African people are not.
That's why the globally comes in right now. Like it's not just Africa; it is worldwide. So very soon, who knows? Next thing is Australia.
Amen.
You know, the end of the world. They're like, okay, all you. You know, Black Indians or Aboriginals or you know, you gotta go to school. Get your backpack. Come on. You know, in the hundreds, the thousands, you know. So I think that's really beautiful.
Talking about global, we
Yeah.
are going to South Africa in March, but that would be for our Carebox programs. If you're already
so this time Carebox is going to South Africa to take care of some of the kids in the slums, and 1,000 kids.
Trying to raise 1,000 boxes.
Okay, to
of
take
food
care.
Items,
okay. Food items, clothing, phones, anything.
Just basic necessity, things that can help them.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So that's going to be happening in March of 2015.
Okay.
Yes. So like you said, we move around, and if anyone's getting confused already, you can always go on our website. We have different programs that we're passionate about that all joins up to become the main.
That is www.gianow.org. www.gianow.org. Now you can call us up, and ask any questions to the GIA team right now in the studio. Things you don't understand, or how you want to be a part of it, to be a mentor or a mentee, or how you want to help in giving things out and say, you know what, I have this and I have that. I want you to give out, you know, the Carebox or back to school program and all that. Call us up, or you can go on Twitter and, you know, ask any of your questions and how to be a part of it. Now, Michael is going to help tweet the GIA website, you know, and you all can actually go there for those of you listening online or on your social media right now. But for those of you listening to our voices right now on the radio, it is www.gianow.org. Okay, www.gianow.org. All right. Sorry for that.
Yes. So, you know, with the different programs, hey, that's what it all boils down to. The little bits that we're doing. Aduni does hers, you do yours, Emmanuel does his, and everybody represented in the organization, and we're doing our bits to just be
to make the world a better place.
Make it a better place. It may sound cliche, but it truly is. If we all keep dumping the responsibility and say somebody pick up the slack or somebody do it, it's never going to be done. Exactly. So it may seem like, oh, they're doing little bits and pieces here, but those bits and pieces will be encouraging somebody else. They'll be encouraging another young girl, another young boy, who may be like, you know what, GIA has been a blessing to me. Let me pay it forward. Let me also do something for my community. That's why I'm passionate. Like, none of us get paid to be in GIA. No. It's just the passion that we have. We are truly dedicated to the cause of making sure that Africa will ignite, and I couldn't be happier to be a part of this organization. There's different programs that we do. You just have to, check it out on the website and be a part of it. Be a part of it.
All right. Okay, you know what? We're going to short break, and then we would be right back. Okay, and when we come in, you're going to tell us about the events that's going to be happening
in December.
In December. You know, I know you did mention about what's going to be happening in March, but we want to know because the year has not ended yet.
It has not.
And I know GIA has a lot up their sleeves.
Yes.
You know, so you're going to tell us about that program, or rather that event, you know, what it's aiming at, you know, just the whole purpose of that event and everything. And, you know, and we just have fun. And then we'll invite anybody around the US or, you know, Nigeria that's heading towards that area. You know what, you can join in and, you know, stop by and, you know, see what's up. All right, now we will be right back. It is 96.9 CoolFM. My name is Shine, and I'm here with Faye Kemi and Duni. Do not go anywhere. I do, you know, when this Ebola crisis started in Africa, you know, to try and help out, you know, and also for the Bring Back Our Girls issue. I know GIA is still ongoing and all that, but then just, you know, just tell us snap, you know.
Yeah, with the most recent, which is the Ebola case, we recently and are continuously in support of other organizations that are doing, that are shedding more light and creating awareness on this Ebola issue. Just recently, I was representing Globally Ignited Africa in Washington, D.C. I want to say it's 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we supported this non-profit organization that recently started, but are working in great strides, and they've supplied nurses in Liberia. They're like full hands on ground, and we were able to support them financially and also to be there with them to help create this awareness. This was just in Washington, D.C. about 2.5 weeks ago, really. That's one thing. And with the Bring Back Our Girls, that truly breaks my heart. And that's one thing that GIA has a heart for. When the girls were missing, I think I want to say maybe 10 or 15 days, the entire team of GIA that were represented in the United States were in Washington, D.C. at the embassy. We picketed with everybody else. There was different news coverage, different media houses, CNN, ABC, Fox Media, all the other media outlets in the United States were out there. We let our voices be heard, that we were not and never going to settle for, you know, the capturing of the girls and not releasing them and all that good stuff. So GIA has been extremely loud and supportive of the good things that other organizations are doing, or other things that are going right in Africa. However, we are against, Bring Back Our Girls. I mean, we're against, not the Bring Back Our Girls, but we're against the actual nature of capturing the girls and not releasing them. So I'm, extremely happy, grateful that in small strides, again, GIA is continuously supporting the work of girls all over the world.
All right, before I go to Aduni, this is just one last question I need to ask you. How does GIA get the funding for most of these projects?
Most of this funding, the beta
Because
troops.
you just said that you help, GIA help fund, a non-governmental organization that it's really new, fighting
Very
people
new,
like
and that's again.
So yes, so how does GIA get funding? Because nobody gets paid. It's things that people are doing on their own, to fight for a good cause,
Yes. One thing that just popped in my head, which I know was also talked about when we were supporting them, that's another way of also mentoring, because this organization gave us a shout out. They were so happy that we were supporting them. They're new, but they also have gone like long strides of immeasurable things that they've done for the Ebola case. But in respect to the funding, the bitter truth is it has solely in the last 3 years come from our pockets. We, the people that are represented in GIA, we've been paying out of pocket, but setting things in the right place to make sure that we also get grants. We are grateful to the people that have donated to us thus far. We've had some generous, people, family, friends, or just plain audience that's just heard about GIA, like if you're listening to it right now, you can go on gianow.org and donate in any currency whatsoever. So, you know, we funding is strictly from what people donate or from us, the executive and members of GIA.
Right, I know you guys are doing a great job, and I know there are more than one good Samaritans out there listening to us and say, you know what, I've not really done something really nice, or I've been looking forward to, put this so that I can smile and say, you know what, I help fight against this, or I help, to do this. So you know what, just go to the GIA website and, just do what you gotta do. You understand?
We would appreciate it. Not only will we appreciate it, but the other kids, these children that their lives are being affected, will appreciate it way more.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Kemi, for that. That was the Chief Creative Officer of GIA. Now I'm going to move to one of our ambassadors with GIA, and that is Aduni, actress to bad. You know what I'm saying? So she's going to be telling us more about this event GIA is having in Atlanta, Georgia. It's supposed to be happening in December. And I know GIA, when GIA does this kind of events, it's not because they want to do an event, but it's towards a cause, to put a smile on people's faces. Christmas is approaching. The people who are not going to have a good Christmas, the people who are going to have a very, very cold Christmas, some are going to have a very, very dull and wet Christmas, some are not going to even see even fish to eat on Christmas Day. So I know GIA is doing, I know there's got to be something to it. It's not just because I just want to do an event, go for an event, look good in the red carpet and stuff, something. It's something, yes, exactly. So Adoni, tell us more about this.
Okay, December 12th and 13th, we're going to be having an event in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. The 12th is meet and greet, the ambassadors meet and greet the people, yes. And then 13 is the actual event. It's for a good cause, so. When you purchase a ticket, thank you, darling. When you purchase a ticket, it's $50, equivalent to less than 10,000 naira.
That goes to $100. So
no,
it's
not
really,
at all.
really,
not at all.
Affordable.
Correct.
Yeah.
When you purchase a ticket, it goes straight to the funding for the care box that's going to be happening in March in South Africa. Even if you cannot make it, if you're in Nigeria or wherever you are around the world, even if you cannot make it to Atlanta, Georgia in December, just buy the ticket. If you know somebody, if you know a friend or family that you can just get the ticket for, invite them, tell them they can go. Also, do it because you feel in your heart that you can help somebody. And also for those in America, it is a tax.
It's a tax write-off.
There you go. It's a tax write-off when you purchase the ticket. I know in Maryland, I think it's $50.
Yes.
In other states, it's $75 or $100. And you will get a receipt. Excuse me, I lost my voice. You will get a receipt for those outside of America, in Nigeria, anywhere else around the world. You will get a receipt and confirmation that you purchased the ticket. So this is not for any of us to keep. We don't get a dime. We don't get a dollar. If anything, we're gonna have to add from our own pocket to support the cause. Our goal is to get 1,000 boxes prepared for people out there in South Africa. But it'll be a great achievement if we can get
minimum 8,000 care boxes, but that's the minimum.
Correct.
All right, but more than 1,000 boxes
would not hurt anybody.
Exactly. So it just helps more kids that we're not actually in mind. So we're like, okay, so we got 3,000. So hey, 3,000 kids. Thank you.
And we did have one here in Lagos back in March.
Yes.
Excuse me. We had one back in March of this year, and I think we had 200 boxes.
Yeah, we have 200 boxes in Abuja and then in Lagos too.
Yes. So, we're trying the best that we can, and we just plead with everybody else listening to please support
And God bless you.
Yeah.
And you will get rewarded.
You will get rewarded, even sometimes if you're not getting physically, like the physical
in your heart,
rewards.
you
in
will.
your heart, you know that you've
No,
done
the
something
thing is that
great.
God has a way of doing things.
Yes.
You know, He just makes the way for you somehow. Like it's not like sometimes it's not like it's gonna, someone's just gonna come with this big fat check and say just take, but then He's gonna open windows somehow. The kind of windows that you thought were closed, and all of a sudden it's actually
Blessings.
open, and you're like wondering why, how. If you sit down and think back, you'll be surprised. Maybe it's because you were given. Maybe because you did something that you'd never done before, and you sacrificed. There's something about sacrificing, even in the Bible. When you sacrifice, man, things just happen. So I think that's really, really great. And so 12th and 13th of December, 2014, it's gonna be happening live at Atlanta, Georgia. What's the venue?
The venue is called, I have to remember.
Fox
the
Inn
name.
Restaurant.
It's called Metro Fusion
Okay.
in Atlanta, Georgia. It's in downtown Atlanta.
Okay.
It's pretty popular. It's a melting pot for like different culture, and so it's pretty open. If you go online right now at gianow.org and you click on events, all the information will be live right there. You can view it, you can ask us questions, we can respond to you, you can donate, you can buy your ticket, you can do whatever you want to be a help to someone.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, so if we're gonna follow GIA on Facebook, what's it gonna be?
Yes, it's going to be Globally Igniting Africa.
Okay.
We're all over the social media. I feel like a social worker. So we're on Facebook as Globally Igniting Africa. We're on Instagram at GIA org. We're on Twitter at GIA